everybody, and welcome to the Trade Talks. I am Roger Wakefield, a plumber for 45 years. And we come in here every day and we talk about the trades. All the trades. Good things, bad things, fun things, money things, business, mindset. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Everything from the greatest products to help you grow your company, why you should be on social media, and do you have a business operating system that'll help you do what you do? As you can see, I don't do this alone. I've got help.
That's it. Good morning, everybody. I'm Henry Wakefield, a.k.a. Squirt, as you see down on the screen. 20-year pipe fitter by trade, family full of plumbers, but now I get to run LeakPro, and I love what I get to do, and we would love to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And when I talk about the system, guys, I'm talking about the complete kit. Comes with both pieces of equipment that we build, that probe for outdoor underground stuff from that meter to the home service, irrigation lines, things like that. But then that sidekick for when you go inside, you're listening through a slab, even driveways or sidewalks. That sidekick is nice to have. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro, and put the right tools in your hands because, guys, your customers don't need to wait 8 weeks for leak detection. If you're a plumber out there, you can do it.
God, if you're making them wait that long.
Yeah, you're probably losing the job because the leak detection guys, that's probably why they're 8 weeks out, because they're doing repairs too nowadays. Mm-hmm. It's not just locating leaks anymore.
So go to leak.pro. Check it out. Just telling you, guys, buy the complete kit. It's the best thing out there. Now, we started doing this. We started doing this on YouTube 7.5 years ago. Well, I did. He was still working. I had to drag him over kicking and screaming. He's like, Dad, I ain't doing social media. You got to be like, Dad, this works. It's like, I know.
I came over to run a business and it wasn't social media. What happened?
I know. Well, you're still running that business. You just kind of, you know, that thing at the bottom of your contract says, and anything else that comes up, this is anything else.
Yeah, that's the one line that we all hate in this office.
I know, but you know what? It covers me.
Yeah, it does cover you.
You know, the cool thing is, guys, I started doing YouTube and I realized how fast I could grow my company, my brand, my business, just all kinds of things. And I don't mean just grow, it freaking exploded. And it did it because of what we did on YouTube. And it was bringing value. It was doing good things. And I teach companies now how to grow on YouTube, how to do what I do. And it's amazing. If you want to learn how to do it, go to justmattroger.com, watch the free webinar. Guys, that's where it starts. You don't have to have a lot of fancy equipment, a lot of followers, a lot of views. Go watch the video and figure out, hey, you know what? I think we can do this. And it will change your life. Now, if you've already got a company, say you're part of a best practice group and they got you handcuffed to doing everything their way instead of growing the company that you wanted to grow, or you don't have a best practice group yet and you're like, look, I just wish that I knew the systems and processes that help me get things done. Guys, there's a company out there called Residential Service Professionals that can help you do that. If you want to grow your company and buy back time, which a lot of people, that's why they started their own business. I want to work for myself. I want to be able to take my wife on vacation. I want to be able to do good things for my family. But now they can't because they're literally handcuffed to their business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Residential Service Professionals can help you get away from that. So go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. Now, we're going to start off with the national news like we always do. And we're starting it out right here at home. National news, the Department of Transportation just approved a $1.3 billion highway corridor expansion. Now, the DOT has greenlit this because this is going to support oil and gas transport. I mean, it's not just we need roads. We need roads because we need to move gas faster. We need to move oil faster.
Yeah.
We're talking 120 miles of widening, new interchanges, and massive demand for MEP trades. The forecast, 20,000 jobs over 6 years. Guys, we don't have enough tradespeople already. So if you're thinking about getting in the trades, now is the time.
Just do it.
Jump on the boat. It's fixing to take off. Contractors are already circling, especially on utilities, pipe runs, things like that. But with oversized loads mixing into the commuter traffic, safety is going to be front and center. Now, past projects like this have cut fuel transport times by 25%. So this is a huge move for the region. And look, this helps the region move faster. Yep. I mean, there's a lot of companies, if they could go from here to there, if they could do this, if they could do that, they'd work more. They'd take on a bigger area. They say, hey, you know what? Yeah, we focus within 5 miles, but you know what? We were probably able to get within 10 miles really easy because where we situated our company basically right at the corner of 75 and George Bush.
Yeah.
You can go north or south. You can go east or west on a major highway.
Buddy of mine, like, so I got stuck on those jobs where sometimes it's a 5-minute drive, sometimes it's an hour and a half, sometimes it's 2 hours. Buddy of mine lived in Irving. He goes, I don't care what job you put me on in town. It's 45-minute drive for me. I don't care where it is. Fort Worth, Dallas.
Yep.
I am central. I am good. Location helps a lot. And the road supporting enough traffic helps exponentially to keep things flowing. And I think that's why they're expanding so wide this go round here in Dallas, like we were talking about the other day. Is to keep the big trucks flowing during prime time, because most of them avoid Dallas when it's traffic times. Why? Because the roads don't support enough. And that's what we're trying to expand and fix here. I love it.
You know, and it's funny because, I travel a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I hate to say it, guys.
Lot.
I hate to say it, guys. I travel a lot. But I have really thought, a smart place for me to live would be right between left field and DFW.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I don't want to go all the way, but with George Bush now, the highways that we're talking about making wider, it's not that bad.
You might as well just live by Love Field, since 90%, 95% of the time you fly out of it, maybe 98 or 99, probably. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
That'd probably be smarter.
Yeah, but we're going to see how booking these new flights comes.
This is true.
It may be worth it to go to DFW just to have first class and say, hey, I'll take that champagne when I sit down, please.
Bye-bye leg room. Hello, first class.
No, that's not leg room. It's ass room. I mean, your seat's like 6 inches wider. The big fluffy cushions is like, oh my God, I love this.
Well, hey, we're just going to move you right next to DFW Airport. Okay?
Randy says, I'll drive that far for that. We're good.
We're good.
We're
It's
good.
fine.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to jump into website review. And this is plumbingzone.com. And guys, if you've never seen it, this site is raw and real. Plumbingzone.com, it's not polished. It's a forum where plumbers swap hacks, code clarifications, and even some gnarly war stories. Apprentices can watch masters hash out real problems. One thread right now is about cross-threaded supply stops saving callbacks. Another, the grossest thing ever pulled from a drain. Now, I love seeing these. Okay, you don't go here for corporate gloss. It's not here to help you grow your business. It's not here to teach you to brand and market and look pretty. You go here for field-tested experience. What you got, Squirt?
Man, guys, plumbingzone.com. For all you plumbing-loving fools out there, yep, this guy, top of the list, I guarantee it. It's pretty cool. Like, and one of the first ones I see, failed my journey worker exam bad. There's YouTube videos for how to study for that.
Hey.
But it's a spot you can go and you can talk. You can ask questions like, look, he's owning it. He's like, look, guys, I screwed up. What do I need to do to
you
fix
gotta love
this?
that. You do.
And that's it. That's what really stands out to me. It's they are owning it. Look, here's what happened, and I did it bad. Like, oof. Any help that y'all can give, I would definitely appreciate to get. But guys, you've got water arresters, high-rise PRV stations, bidding residential new construction. There is information for every single part of plumbing, problems, and just general discussions. That's what I love. Like the very top one was what Utah plumbing companies. We're always talking about networking and stuff, and how do you find and meet people? This could be an opportunity. So if you're a plumber out there, it may be worth checking out. If you run into a problem that you've never seen and nobody at the shop's heard of, some spots like this, some of these different forums out there for trade-specific things are great to be able to plug into. Because there's tons of people in the world. Guess what? We love to help each other in the trades. Why? We want everybody to do great and be exceptional at it. Like, I hated it back whenever I was coming in and work with those old guys. You're just trying to take my job. No, I'm just trying to replace you when you retire, bud. I'm not trying to take your job. I want you to work till the last day you feel like it, okay? Because we know we need that many people in the trades.
Absolutely.
Nobody's trying to take your job. Everybody's trying to get better at it, though, okay? And we're all trying together. Right price, we're talking pricing stuff. You're curious. I get that a lot. You know, what do I price leak detection in my area? What do people charge in your area? Because that's what I typically try to balance everything from. Why? Because I don't want to be too high or too low for my local area, because it's going to be different everywhere depending on where you're at. Ever seen anything like this
In Canada.
In Canada, I know.
Okay, see, I like that.
International
they do
forum.
stuff different. You bet.
That's it. But I love it, though, because cast iron repair for a flange. Done some videos. We've done some plastics. Cast iron, yeah, you get in some lead and oakum sometimes. You lead bends and flanges and stuff for offsets.
Talking
some
about our
really
tools,
cool stuff.
Milwaukee tools.
That's it. Let's talk tools. Of course, there's going to be a tool conversation.
Man, if
on
there
that
ain't
forum.
no
That's
page here.
right. Like,
Yeah.
that's our favorite thing to do, is boast about what we use and how ours is better than whatever crap you got. All right. But that's the one thing I love, is checking out some of these forums, guys. They seem so old and basic and simple, and they really are. But guess what? That's where you can always get a lot of knowledge from.
Look, I love sites like this. You get to go in, you get to open your mind. And sometimes just jumping in here once a day. I mean, look, we talk about the trades. If all you are is plumbing, man, I would be jumping in a website. These are the kind of things that I talk about. If you'll get up every day and study your niche, your industry, your business, your profession for 30 minutes to an hour, get in here and troll for an hour. Scroll through, find something you're interested in, start reading it, start reading the comments. You're going to learn things. You may learn bad things, but at least you're going to learn. And as long as you're good and you can literally decide what is good and what is bad, you know, if you're good at discerning, hey, this is good, this is horrible, whatever, you can be okay.
Yeah.
I want to say hello real quick to Helping Hands Handyman Service. Good to see you in here.
Good morning.
This is good morning, fellas. Another beautiful day. All right, we're going to run into business growth and using local Google ads in aging neighborhoods. Okay, and this is really micro-targeting with Google ads.
Yep.
Instead of just blanketing an entire city, contractors are zoning in on neighborhoods with homes built 40 to 60 years ago. And I'll give you another good idea. If you live in a newer part of town, or maybe you've got a newer area that is in your service area, where, hey, they just really built that neighborhood over there, 6 to 8 years ago. You know what those homes are fixing to need?
Water heaters.
Okay? Just don't know if y'all know that. Have you thought about that?
I'm not a plumber, but I knew that.
I know, exactly. but I mean, it's logic. But most people don't think about that.
Yeah.
So if I had an area, and guys, even with Facebook and stuff, you can pinpoint ads. With Google, you can pinpoint them. Start making videos for water heaters. Start putting the ads out there. That way, when people start having problems, they're like, oh, you know what? Roger was talking about this just the other day.
Are y'all ready? I'm going to give you the ad for this because it just hit me. You know that neighborhood was built 6 years ago. Mm-hmm. Was your home built 6 years ago?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 6 to 8 years ago. How long did it take them to build up the whole development? 2 years? Okay.
Everybody in that neighborhood is going to listen to that ad and go, wait. Ooh.
Well, think about the neighborhood
That's
we're
time.
in. Think about
Yes.
the neighborhood where we're in.
Yep.
Was your house built 25 years ago? Have you had your air conditioning system replaced yet?
Yep. That's it.
Dang, you know what?
Oh,
I haven't.
man, I haven't.
It may be time. Because if you haven't, I can install a system that's going to save you half of your energy cost each and every year. Okay,
Boom, I'm
in.
calling. I want them to come out and check mine, please.
Okay? Because if you're looking at the older homes, there's nothing wrong with that. That's where the repipes, the sewer repairs, the HVAC upgrades and all that, they're hiding.
Yep.
We've seen contractors drop just $50 a day targeting 3 zip codes and outperform $500 broad campaigns. Guys, at $50 a day, you can bring in $500 a day if you do it right. Use keywords like slab leak repair.
Hey.
If you've gone through LeakPro and you have not put slab leak repair, slab leak detection, you're losing money. But put in slab leak repair in the zip code or air conditioning upgrade near me. Because you know what? Somebody is putting in that long tail keyword.
That exact
air conditioning
phrase.
upgrade near me. Oh, they match me perfect.
That'd be me. I love the near me.
Oh, yeah. Learn how to use it.
That's it.
That focus lowers cost per lead up to 60%. And guys, that is serious ROI. It works.
That's it.
It works.
Works well. And I brought this one in because this is something I was discussing with a guy the other day. Like, he's just like, look, marketing companies aren't working.
I've been saying that for years. Anybody listening?
And I know. And it's like, dude, like, have you tried doing your own ads yet? Here, let me give you some ideas. And it's something right along the just lines of this is your specialty? Guess what? Who's your customer? People that need that. Most of your customers don't even know they need it yet, though. So approach it that way. Hey, is your house built over 25 years ago? Have you had your sewer inspected? We live in Texas. It shifts a lot here. Have you had it checked? Just curious. Because it could test good. It could test bad. It's worth finding out, though.
It may not hold a test at all.
That's it.
Guys, I've seen it. I've gone up to houses and stuck test balls in where I even like, man, it's like I'm drinking on the tire. Are we sure it's holding?
Yeah.
And you just keep putting water in, and it won't fill up. It's like, man, y'all got something serious.
Something bad.
And then it's like, okay, the water test failed. Now we need to do an isolation.
Yep.
And Randy will talk about that in a little bit because he teaches people how to isolate sewer lines to find out exactly where the leaks are.
So,
Man, we're giving away too much good value today.
no, we're not.
No? These guys need it, don't they? Ain't that the truth?
I love passing on knowledge that I needed.
Yeah,
and
because
I
we
didn't
both
have
needed
it.
it at one
That's
point.
it.
I
There was a
promise.
spot.
Yes.
It would have been great. Like, and that's why we do this show is to pass on all the knowledge. And that's why I tell everybody, look, pick that old grouchy guy and try to learn from him if you're the youngster. Why?
Why you always call me an old grouchy guy?
Because you got a lot of knowledge. See,
Well, don't
see
make
how
me
that
old
works?
and grouchy.
You old grouchy
I
smart
could be the
guy.
good-looking guy.
You're so smart though. You
Go
know
talk to
so
the
much
good-looking guy.
information about plumbing.
Freaking
It's that
here.
mustache of wisdom. It just passes
Okay,
on.
we're good
You know,
now. We're
see,
good.
it
We're good.
works. See, you can handle them guys. I promise.
I
There's a
feel
way.
better. I feel better. All right, service work. The 3 phases that calm the customers. Now, at the door, it only takes 3 lines to flip a frustrated customer. First of all, I can see why you'd be frustrated. Let's get this taken care of. Guys, listening to people. And I hate to tell y'all this. We're taught how to read. We're taught how to write. We're taught how to talk. Some of us are taught how to talk. Some of us mess it up.
Not taught how to shut up and listen. Sometimes.
Guys, we're not taught how to listen. And it's not just listen. It's not just I hear you. It's not just listen so I can respond to what you're saying.
active.
Listen. Actually listen. Active listen. Listen to repeat. Whatever you want to call it. If you will learn how to do that, you're going to do 10 times better. 10 times.
Yes.
Because most plumbers do not listen. They pull up to the house knowing what the problem is.
I'm the professional.
I'm the pro. I got this.
Yep.
You get in, you start listening to them. Oh, wait, you already fixed that 3 times? Oh, wonder what else it could be. Let's look and see. Let's get it taken care of. Now you're telling them, look, I'm here to fix it. Okay? That's your empathy.
Yep.
I know why you'd feel that way. I know why you're frustrated. Let's get it taken care of. Take care of the empathy. Let them know, look, I understand. Then, here's exactly what I'll do first so you know what to expect. Now you're giving them an upfront contract.
Yep.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look at that problem, but I'm also going to check everything else because there may be something else contributing to the problem. An old friend of mine, he passed away recently. Whenever he went to someone's house for a water heater,
Yep.
he'd always tell them, here's exactly what I'm going to do. That way you understand what to expect. I'm going to check everything. So before I go to the water heater, let's look at your water filter. Oh, you don't have one? That may be part of the problem. I'm from Dallas. I know what the water's like here. Does that make sense? Here's exactly what I'll do first so you know what to expect. And then tell them, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Now you're building trust with them. It's not like, hey, look, I know I'm supposed to be looking at the water here, but I'm going to just walk around your whole house.
And that's
they're like,
solid.
"What?"
That's solid communication
You
right
bet.
there. That word, we just always seem to fall back to, no matter what I'm talking about, communication. When you build that trust like that, that is your customer.
And then third is great. I love this. Ready? Before we start, do you have any concerns that I should keep in mind?
Ooh,
Now you're telling them, hey, look, you have communication skills too. Let's talk.
You're crawling around in my crawl space. What are you going to do? Like, what if you get dirty? Oh, we
you
put
bet.
down floor protection. We do all this stuff.
And we wear floor
Here's
savers
what we
on
do.
our feet so we don't mess up your floor.
That's it.
Oh, those shoe covers? No. I'm not worried about my shoes. I'm worried about your floor. All right? When you wear things like this, it's great. And then when a customer says, like, yeah, I've got 3 bedrooms back there with deadbolts on it, don't go in there. Then go call 911 and say, hey, we got a sex trafficking ring right here. Y'all need it. And y'all think I'm joking.
No.
I made a video about that.
Go back and watch.
Y'all need to go back and
It's
see.
on the podcast, too.
I interviewed the president of Operation Underground Railroad. Let me tell you, and I'm just going to throw this in. If I walked into a house and I thought there's something funky going on here, I'm going to go in the back bathroom. I'm going to call 911 and say, look, man, my name's Roger Wakefield. There may or may not be warrants out for my arrest. Here's where I am at. But when you come here, please make sure you check out the dead-bolted bedroom doors they told me I cannot go near. Y'all think I'm joking? Watch me.
Yeah.
Hey, keep your eyes open, guys.
It's out there.
Okay, anyway, back to service. Take care of your customers. Communicate with them. If you think they're sex trafficking, then help lock their asses up. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel about it. Okay, but guys, when you give them permission to talk to you, that gives them ownership.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things to do is say, look, I'm going to give you 5-star service today. Mr. Wakefield, any time during my call today, you feel like I'm not giving you 5-star service, will you just look at me and say, Roger, what are you doing? And I'll be like, what do you mean? You're tracking dirt. It's like, oh my gosh, I went out to grab another tool. I forgot to put my floor savers on. I am so sorry, but now I'll go out and grab my vacuum cleaner, come in and clean that up. That way there is no problem. Take care of that problem first.
Yep. Instantly.
Let them know, hey, we're good. But that upfront contract lets them know, look, I'm also going to ask you for a 5-star review later. Now, one HVAC tech told me one time that he turned a hostile, no-call call into a 5-star review in 2 minutes just by communicating with the customer like this. Empathy, openness, and give them control. Tell me about any problems that I need to be aware of. I used to love asking people, what have you tried to do to fix this in the past? How long has this problem occurred? Who else have you had out here?
Get the story.
Man, know what's going on.
That's it.
Because now when you present it back to them, look, I know you've spent a lot of money. I know you've had 3 other companies out. I know you've done this. But here's the deal. Here's what I found.
Yep.
And, I did look at this, and this is the problem, but here's another problem that I found over here that I think may be contributing to it. Guys, when you're talking to people like that, and you notice I'm not using plumbing tech. It's just, hey, look, I found a problem. I'd like to talk to you about it. And even before you tell them, hey, I'm gonna check everything out here, you ask them, if I find any problems, do you want me to make you aware of? I'm not trying to sell you anything.
Yep.
I just want to make you aware of any issues you may have.
Would you like to know about them or not?
You bet.
Some places, nope.
And if you say no, man, I've got a special spot with a red line under it. I need you to sign. Did not want to be made aware.
Yep.
And when they're like, why do I have to sign this? Well, I found a leak that could lead to potential damage, and you don't want to know about it, so I need you to sign this because if it floods, I've got to be able to say, look,
I'm not responsible.
I tried to make them aware. They told me I didn't want to know.
Yep.
It's all done for a reason. All right. MET, materials, equipment, and tools. And this is the T, not the P.
Yes.
Copper pressing tools versus solder and brazing. Now, look, cordless copper pressing tools are saving labor. Guys, get it, okay? It can save you labor. Some of the fastest, best plumbers I know use these for their water heater installs. I never wanted to use them. But then when I'm talking to them, they're like, well, I can do a 3-hour water heater now in about an hour and 45 minutes.
It's quick.
It's like, wait a minute.
But like, here's my...
And me and you measured me one day when I was doing a braze joint, and then I did the press. You said, Dad, you realize that took you 6 minutes. This took you like 40 seconds.
Yeah, and that's solder.
Yeah.
Now, think of braze, because there's ACR press now.
Yeah.
And like,
And
if
we've
you
tested
are a HVAC guy out there, guys, and this meets spec, you may want to think about it because, we're talking 40 to 60%. That's normal copper soldering. But let's talk braze. Now, that's a whole nother level because you got to heat it to a whole nother level of temperature to get it hot enough. And it takes that much longer to do that joint.
And now when you look at the fact that if you're in hospitals, you're in schools, you're in industrial areas where open flames are off the table.
Yep.
Guys, the fittings cost more. I get it. But the consistency's better. Fewer leaks from rushed solder joints. And OSHA favors pressing in sensitive environments. A contractor said that his $3,000 press tool paid for itself in 15 jobs. Mine paid for itself in one.
I was going to say,
We did mega press on that steel pipe job.
Yep.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, if we'll do this instead of this. And it was mega press, screw pipe.
I loved getting that call. Because I was the guinea pig at the big company. And he's like, will I really save this? Heck yeah, you will, bud. That stuff. Guys, if you've never used mega press and you do put in threaded pipe, check it out. It is so nice.
It can save you a fortune.
So much. Oh.
Now, look, brazing steel rules for high heat or specialty joints. I get that.
Yep.
It's not either or, but it's knowing when you can use one and what's the value in it. Because if you can figure out the value, it can be great. And guys, when we started doing all this stuff, we started making videos about it. And that's why I'm one of the sponsors for this channel, for this video. But here's the thing. It's because of what I started doing in YouTube 7.5 years ago. I learned that marketing companies were ripping me freaking off. And I got tired of it. I hated it. So what I did, I went and learned YouTube. I really thought I was going to learn Facebook because I was an old man and that's what social media was. But I learned YouTube and it's blown my mind. So we started making videos teaching people how to fix their own plumbing, understanding that if it was something they didn't think they could do, guess who they'd call? Me. If I was in their area, and even some I weren't in their area, and they called me. They're like, will you come to South Carolina to fix that? Yeah, I can, but I don't think you want to pay me to come fix your leak in South Carolina, but I can do it. Guys, get on YouTube. YouTube's going to be more valuable for your company than your website is here in the near future. So if you want to learn how you can do it, learn some things about why you think you can't, but really you can, go to justmattroger.com and check out the video. It's a free webinar. It's going to give you some great information. All right?
That's it. And everybody, if you're a plumber out there, guys, leaks don't wait, okay? At LeakPro, we train plumbers to add leak detection as a profitable service. It even opens some opportunities because sometimes they just have to have that leak detection. Guess what? If you are the leak detector, you get the job.
And a lot of times, if your company can do leak detection, you're going to get the job quicker because other companies are like, well, we don't do it. And the guy we sub out to is 8 weeks out.
Yeah. You're going to get the call.
Yeah.
And you know what? That side note, if you've done LeakPro, in-house leak detection is what needs to be your marketing. And I'm going to start telling people that because you need to have that on your website. We do in-house leak detection. Put it on your vans. That's it, on your vans. Powered by LeakPro. Yeah. But guys, don't just get the equipment. I offer a 2-day in-person training, guys. You've got to get the complete kit, but then come spend 2 days. I'm going to teach you how to locate the lines. I've got a slab out here. It starts out at 130,000 square inches. Every time I turn a leak on.
Check your math.
And you've got to figure out one. You've got to pick 1 square inch and go, here's where the leak is. By the end of the 2 days, it will be in the hole every time that you drop a chip on our slab. I'll teach you the full process of how the leak leads you to it. And that's how you use our equipment. But give me a call because, guys, I teach you under the slab, outside of the slab for leak detections, but even in sewer systems and how you can go to the clean out outside of the home and do some isolation testing to determine precisely where a sewer system's leaking. So if this interests you, you can check out our website, leak.pro. But also, if you just want to talk about the equipment or the training and how we can add this to your list of services, give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO. I'd be happy to discuss it with you.
How many inches do you say?
130,000.
You're off.
It's fine.
It's 216,000.
Well, you're going way too big because I'm going where the lines actually are.
Oh, you're just walking above them. Oh, no, I'm talking, no, you got to know how to find those lines first.
I understand.
You're teaching them to pinpoint. You're not teaching them just walk in there and find the leak somewhere. No. Let's isolate the line, know where it is, find the leak, get within 1 inch out of 216,000 square inches. Don't you even.
I got no leaks in the barn, y'all.
Shortcut yourself. Yeah, he said, I got leaks outside too. Figure that one out. There's a whole big earth to measure now.
Yeah.
Guys, here's the deal. It works. And if your company is not on board, it's just like anything else. You know, we tell companies, if you want to make money, specialize in something. And then talk about what you specialize every day. I think I did leak detection better than anybody in town. I think we did slab leak repairs better than anybody in town. And I started talking about it. Guys, if you've got a company and you don't have a business operating system, you don't have plans to help you do things bigger, stronger, faster, and better than everybody else, why? You're out there trying to reinvent the wheel when there's a million other companies that have already built what you're trying to build. We all build it different. That's why you started your own business. You didn't want to be like this company you worked at or that company you saw. So learn to get out there, get the building operating system or business operating system that can help you get things under control. And if you're already part of a best practice group and you're tired of being handcuffed to it because they own your name, they own your colors, they own your brand, they own your social media. Some of these companies, Randy, are sending marketing companies to them. The marketing companies are starting them a YouTube channel. And then the marketing company says, well, that's ours. We own it. We started it.
Yeah.
I would shoot someone. I'm just telling you, I'd flat out. I'm not telling y'all to do that, but that's how I'd handle it. There's a lot of things I don't put up with, and that's just old-fashioned thievery. If you want to learn how to do your company right, go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com. Sorry, I twisted off there. I got on the soapbox today.
I know it.
There's people out there ripping people off, and it pisses me off.
Every day all over the world. And it sucks. It does.
Don't get ripped off.
That's it.
Go check out residentialserviceprofessionals.com.
Yeah.
Randy, MEP. Now, hydronic loops.
Yes.
You know a thing or two about them, just a little bit.
I do. And they have to be balanced, okay?
Or they don't work.
And we're going to get side story here in a minute on this.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, but a lot of people don't understand and know that even in some plumbing systems for large buildings, it has to be balanced so the flows are right, so you keep your circulation going. Mm-hmm. It's not we just throw a pipe in and turn it on. No, there's way more
That's
to
what
it.
everybody thinks. Everybody thinks plumbers are stupid.
It's just, you just turn the water on.
You just deal with poop all day. You're stupid. Matt, I got a question. Are we stupid? I'm just, I know the answer. Helping Hands Handyman says, if you aren't learning, you're not growing. Wasn't that the truth? Super thankful for all your knowledge. He's talking to you, not me. I'm just a plumber.
Yeah.
Matt says, Mr. Miyagi, a plumbing squirt. What is up, brothers? Happy Thursday. I'll be occupied tomorrow, but I will try and make an appearance. Brother, good to see you in here as always. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. Like and subscribe. Guys, if y'all hadn't hit the subscribe button, what is wrong with y'all? And give us the thumbs up. Thank you, Matt. Good to see you in here, brother.
Share it with a friend that needs
and
to
then
hear
share
it
it with 4,000 of your closest friends. So balancing hydronic systems.
Yeah, so this is where a lot of jobs actually go sideways, okay? If you skip the balancing valve or ignore the trapped air, high point vents are so important in a system to get it actually running smooth.
And you know they make automatic ones.
They do.
You just put them in there and say, hey, there it is.
You still do want to put a hose on it going to the drain, though, just so anybody knows, because it will sputter. But if you do all that, suddenly you've got overheated rooms, freezing corners. Bills go sky high. You're not running your system the right way, the way it was actually engineered to be ran.
Can that be expensive?
Big time.
Really?
There was a hospital, lost $50,000 in wasted energy in 1 year because their loops weren't balanced. Okay. The fix here, though, progressive balancing and error elimination. Whenever the engineer goes through and designs these systems, they tell you the flow that every balancing valve should be set at for every single unit based on the size of the unit, the piping, everything. There's numbers ran to everything to tell them exactly where it's got to be. And if one's off, that changes the whole system. It's not just one thing. It's not super glamorous, okay? It's a small thing. But this can save callbacks and keep customers happy. Major thing to think about here, though, is I was in estimating group. There was a project that they missed the balancing valve in their assembly.
Installation.
So they missed the installation, the purchase, everything.
And the system ain't going to balance.
It was $1 million miss because of how big the project was and how many balancing valves there actually were. They had to eat it. Okay, now people lost jobs over that one because it's that crucial. But the thing to remember here is if you do go into estimating designs, anything like that, it's not just, oh, we throw pipe in and turn it on. No, something's got to balance it whenever it creates loops and it flows and there's pumps involved. Something has to help control the flow in the system. And that's where balancing valves come into place.
And guys, look, it's the commissioning, getting everything set, getting everything calibrated where, and I mean, commissioning companies make a lot of money to come in and make sure everything's balanced, flows right. It's all set like it's supposed to. It's a lot of work, but it's got to be done. Okay, so where's the work? Well, the Denver airport, I've been in a lot lately, but Phoenix and Denver are both doing big expansions. Vegas is doing expansion. Dallas is doing expansions. Guys, there's more airport expansions going on than most people even realize.
Yeah.
But Phoenix and Denver are rolling out multi-billion-dollar airport expansions. I guarantee the one out at DFW is too, because they're adding F terminal.
A whole new wing,
That's
baby.
probably 30, 40 more gates. I mean, there's about 200 gates now, and they need 30, 40 more.
We're going to have to build DFW too.
Well, and I think it's one of the airports, and it may be Denver that you fly into, and you get in the terminal, you go out
a long
tunnel. Way, and there's another terminal out there that they just built a terminal out in the middle of a field, and they bus you out to it.
Yep.
And they've got these little electric tram things that take you there. But man, it works, guys. Think new terminals, concourse extensions, even a new central utility plant, a new cup.
Yeah,
guys, that's a
baby.
big deal. That's where they get their heating water, their chill water, all that stuff in Denver. Trades are in demand. HVAC, pipe fitters, electricians, concrete,
Welders.
Oh, did I mention pipe fitters and
What about
welders?
plumbers?
I know. There's no plumbers listed there.
No
I know.
plumbers.
No,
No plumber
nobody
work. Sorry.
Nobody wants
They
plumbers.
don't need bathrooms in these
This
terminals.
is not a crappy job. This is not a crappy job. Yeah. Okay, guys. In these projects, they're not quick. No. Every terminal remodel I was on was a 5-year project.
Yep.
5 years. That's what these are looking at. 5 to 7. To be honest, they normally turn into 8 to 10.
And guys, okay, just quick. Whenever Local 100 was doing the airport expansion, 95% of the apprentices in my class were at the airport.
Yeah.
There were 2 of us that were at Texas Instruments and one that was just on a dirty job somewhere.
That's why, Randy, when people came out on my job, even journeymen, not the apprentices, but they'd come out and say, I don't want to work for a rat contractor, which we subcontracted the work from a non-union company.
Yep.
And people get mad. I'm like, guys, why are you mad?
Yeah.
We bid this against them. They beat us, and they're still making so much money they can pay us to do it. What did we do wrong?
There was a job I was on that we subbed out some of the work to non-union, but then we
Which is a
ended
no-no.
up, but then that, well, it was for participation
Okay.
reasoning. But then our shop ended up prefabbing all the pipe for him and selling it to him. So,
Right.
figure out who did what. I don't know.
Guys, look, this is steady, secure work, but the crews are going to have TSA clearance. Sometimes that onboarding takes time.
Week 2.
We've been there. For subcontractors that can handle specialty packages, guys, this is huge. I've had so much work out at DFW, but like I said, when I'd get the journeyman, didn't matter to me, welder, pipe fitter, plumber, when they come out and say, look, I don't want to work for a rat. Okay, go back to hall. I'll be here 5 years while you're sitting on the bench because this is where the work is.
Yep.
And I'm not saying there's not more work out there somewhere, but this is where it is. And you got to do what you got to do. All right, so now we're going to look at instructor training. Randy, I like this, mock inspections.
to understand code.
I know. I love it.
And what made me think about that, and why I love this one and picked this one, was Dennis the Apprentice. Mm-hmm. He's got a plumbing shop, and out back of his plumbing shop,
Got a training center.
Some training centers that have some of these mock water heaters. Mm-hmm. One's done right, others are done wrong. And it's so that they can go in and figure out where did they not meet the code. And it's some of the small things that get overlooked. And I love this because, guys, apprentices, they can glue pipe, they can wire panels. But if you ask them about code, most of them, they freeze.
Yeah.
I love learning from the old guys that were teaching me the code. Hey, you stub this at this height. Here's why, because code says this. Da, 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 da. And they try to teach you the code as you're piping things and the rules and reasonings. It's not quite that way anymore, I don't think. Because everything's prefab and all that stuff for the big projects. Residential, I know y'all still hear a lot about code because everything matters. Everything has to be done right in there.
All the time.
And apprentices are starting to learn that. But mock inspections, they really come in to place to be able to teach code that way from actual installations they can look at. Instructors set up a mechanical room, bring in a mock inspector, hand out red tags. Crews learn how to prep for the documentation, not just the actual install. Because that's part of it too, is learning all the paperwork. But there was a Houston instructor that had said it's been the best prep tool for journeyman tests.
Love that.
And me too, because isn't that one of the big things on the inspection for the plumbers?
They got for the test.
And you got to go through
water heaters. You got to go through and pick out what all's wrong.
All the reasons. Love this. Best part, guys, this is cheap. You can use scrap materials that you've pulled out from stuff, some old equipment, and then pipe it. That's all you need to have this mock inspection set up in there. You pull out some old chillers, guess what? Throw them out in the yard, pipe it somewhere, and let them come inspect there. No problem. You can do a lot of things with old equipment and still learn a lot of things. That's something that you want to think about with these mock inspections because seeing sells it even more. Yep. And just looking at some pictures, that's one thing. But when these youngsters can go in, put their hands on it, crawl around on it, feel it, it sets here a whole lot better, and they don't forget things like that.
I love it. All right, Matt says, story time says, I remember the balancing went wrong, had a victolic joint blow. The director of maintenance took a bath. It can happen. Airports need it for sure. And man, there's so much expansion going on there. Denver's insane on the distance from plane to rental car center. Code is code. The Bible to standard safety measures as you continue the process of work delivery. You know, guys, look, we do things right. We do it for a reason. If you don't understand what you're doing, if you're not testing your apprentices, if you're not teaching them the right way, it's not good. It's just not good at all. All right, we're going to roll over into specialty and high-rise chill water riser replacements. Now, I've done some of these, not a lot of them.
Yeah.
Republic Tower had Mike Burgess come over he was actually at Beard at the time, came over to Brand.
Yep.
And helped me and Charlie. And man, he literally called me one. He said, I'm looking for a job. I said, you got one. Come on. And he said, you sure? I said, oh, trust me.
I got one for you.
Oh, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And God, he brought, man, what was his guy's name? He had a guy with him that was with him for so long. He lived in Garland. Mm-hmm. Anyway, man, great people.
I love shaft work. I did it more on new commercial builds, but I did get to go into a couple of different retro builds and work on some risers in some large high-rise buildings. It's such great work because there's so much thought that goes to it. It's not just, I get to replace the riser. No, what all does that riser feed? How are we bypassing? What are we putting in place to keep some of these floors operational? Is there room to put a whole nother system in so that we can just swap it over and then demo the old? What is the right steps of the process? It's really cool because it's a beast. There's so many parts. You have all the tenants in the building, so you're having to cut during the nights, weekends. It's a lot of outside of normal operation hours. But if you can prefab the rubber sections to get craned in, This is my favorite to do on new
Fly 'em up,
builds.
drop 'em.
Fly it
Yep.
up and drop the whole thing in. This is nice sometimes. Sometimes you can just pull it up from the bottom and it works well. Sometimes you got to get in a little seat and winch yourself up and down to be able
because
to make
pulling
the
in from the
joints.
bottom, you've normally got a hole. So it's not always easy to take a 40-foot piece of pipe and get it to just come up like that.
Yep.
So a lot of times you can take 2 of those 40-foot pipes, weld them together, fly them up, and drop them in from above. And it's like, wow, that was kind of easy.
It is. It's slick. Installation crews going to follow right behind you. Okay, there's not a lot of time on these because it's in and it's out as quick as you can possibly get it done.
And the good thing about that is you can test them sometimes before you even install them.
Yes.
Cap them off, test them. Hey, there's no leaks here.
That's
That way
it.
they know what to leave undone. Or if they don't test it, they just leave the welds undone. Just leave everything else, insulate everything else, and come in and say, boom, here we're done.
One of the keys to remember here, though, is if you are actually in the shaft doing work, guys, safety is your number
Always.
one priority. When you're working in a shaft, you got people working over each other and stuff. You need your tools tied off. You need everything secure. You've got to be locked down. Don't let safety slip here. You've got to be tied off. Chicago had a job where noise and dust had to be managed like a military operation. And I've been in those jobs where colleges were going on and stuff. These jobs run 10 million plus. Only a handful of contractors can handle them, though. And guys, it is a super lucrative specialty if you have the right team and you build the right team to be able to go in and do this and handle some of these beast operations. It can be done, though. You just learn the steps to take.
And I'll throw in something here. If you don't have the right team, don't try to bid this work.
No.
If you don't have experienced it, don't think, hey, man, look, there's a great way to make
figure it
money
out.
here.
No. You
Not
need
good
some
at all.
experience. Go work on a crew that does this for a while
Yeah.
and then try to do it on your
Yeah,
own.
because there's a lot to
There's
it.
a lot of parts.
Ty Joe the Terrible says, hey, fellas, long-time listener, but new to the live feed. Started my electrical apprenticeship on September the 10th.
Good for you,
So, man,
man.
you've got in just over 2 weeks. What do you think about it so far? Are you learning? Do you like where you work? Is it, you said an apprenticeship, so are you in the IBEW, or are you an open shop, or what are you doing? Just love to hear.
Yeah.
Look, guys, getting into the trades is an amazing thing to do. And I love the fact that we get to help people. And that's why we do this every day. I mean, I hope y'all know that. It is literally, it's fun stuff, but man, it is good. All right. And Matt, we'll get to your other comment here in just a minute. Social media spotlight. Okay. HVAC time. It's a must follow. They break down HVAC service calls in short, punchy clips. Part humor, part training. One viral video on a thermostat miswire hit over 1 million views. What makes this channel work? They show real world fails alongside the right way to fix it. Now, this is great for apprentices, but even seasoned professionals can pick up tips here. A great example of blending education with a wonderful personality. Squirt, HVAC time.
Man, guys, and like this is a whole nother world of HVAC from what most of y'all are out there thinking. This
It's
is
all about chillers.
It's
Yep.
all about chiller techs, and I just think this is so cool. It is a specialty, and I worked around a lot of these technicians because I built a lot of mechanical rooms. So all the startup guys, man, love my commissioning guys. Do great work. They run into so many things, and they can teach you so many things, how to unlock systems and get into things, and it's super cool. You can nerd out a little bit. Yeah, that's what I do. But HVAC time here serves chiller technicians at every level, from the basics to the most advanced. We all run into issues. We're all at a different stage in the process and career. This is a very experienced guy that's wanting to pass on all of his knowledge. And that's what I love is he actually dives deep into the information, and you're going to find that out here soon. Started this back in 2014. Over 800 videos and almost 6 million views. So doing some really good things here. But like, let's kick into videos and let's start this as usual first. We're gonna go to the oldest, start where it all began. Chillers, TXV valves. HVAC time episode 1 through multiples. Day in the life of on the job, going in, doing some repairs, digging into some things. And then the channel ended up transitioning to be more just chiller
Which
techs.
it happens.
It happens. And that's something, that's why I wanted to hit this way real quick, just to give y'all that bit of history. Most popular here, 204,000 views 3 years ago. A York Overview Centrifugal Chiller, York HVAC training. So most of the chillers I dealt with, I think, were Yorks. So I deal with these a lot. But they do a lot of deep dives. No advanced electrical diagnostics. One of the major things of being an HVAC tech, you got to know the electrical side too. Most of the time, it's controls or electrical that's causing issues with the units. But I love it because it's going in here, it's teaching different things. How to HVAC welding. You can master
brazing.
chillers.
Okay, that's all it is. It's freaking brazing. Don't call it welding.
But they call it welding.
I know.
And they really do. And it's like, okay, whatever.
I know. Randy says,
I'll show you what welding is. But then we go in here to the latest, okay? He starts out with members first, like just an hour ago. Boom. Screw loading and bypass. Tuning impact on chillers. He's doing deep dives into every setup and part and piece of a chiller. And I think it's really cool to find a channel that's this specialized, this niche, but he's talking to his people. And that's one thing that I like to show off here is YouTube finds your audience. And it's going to put it in front of all the chiller techs out there that are actually trying to do some research. And one of the major things I use YouTube for is to learn something. So I love channels like this where I can actually go in and learn. I'm not HVAC tech or a chiller tech, or I definitely watch it more because of the information. And that's the major things here. It's what I want to show off. There's different things out there. See what he's got going on over in shorts. I don't remember if I opened that this morning or not. I don't think I did. Blown fuses for chiller techs. No backplane power troubleshooting. So different, just short tip videos of different issues and problems that are out there. Different advice going on. It's something good to go out and put out there, guys. See what he's got going on. The most popular here. Induced voltage can hurt. Ooh. I tried this, but it didn't work. This refrigerant recovery will save you. And it's, from the sounds of the titles, it's teaching lessons. Something that he's learned. Does not want you to repeat the same mistake. I love watching those videos because I like learning from others' mistakes, not from having to make them myself. So definitely a good channel to kind of get in and check out if you're thinking about getting into chillers.
And guys, this stuff, it works. That's why we do what we do. Okay. I started doing YouTube forever ago.
Yeah.
Guys, I love to see people jumping in and starting to do this. And if he can do it, if I can do it, you can do it. All right, we're going to jump into best practices real quick because residential service professionals, and this is who we're going to wrap up with. This is powered by RSP, Best Practices. This isn't just consultants. It's seasoned professionals helping you scale smarter. Now, members get pricing calculators, SOP checklist, standards, operations, procedures, hiring frameworks. How are you hiring people? When do you hire people? Do you just hire somebody because they walked in, or do you like, look, we're trying to grow, so we're going to need 3 more people in the next 6 months? What are you doing to look for them? What are you doing to get that information out there? You get weekly group coaching calls. You don't have to figure out things alone. And we know people that are trying to start companies and figure it out alone. And it's like, man, look, you've got to get your systems and processes down. You've got to understand the right way to do things. You've got to understand how to make your phone ring. But then what do you do after your phone rings? Guys, if you're not doing things right, it can literally mess you up. So you've got to understand that. Okay, you're joining a crew of other owners facing the same challenges. What is the goal? To stop guessing, start growing, and build a company that runs on systems, not chaos. You don't want to build just a cookie cutter business. You don't want to build a company that is just like the company 5 miles down the road because they're doing really good, but you started your company because you wanted to be different. And that is one thing that I didn't like about being in the best practice groups I was in. You couldn't get the coaches to call you when you need them. They sucked. You couldn't get help doing things your way, they're like, no, you've got to do it our way. There's a company out there that can help you do things your way to help you build the company you want. That way your techs don't quit on you and say, look, we're just robots now. We walk in and say the exact same thing and try to upsell everybody. That's not what people got in the trades to do. So if you want to learn more about it, go to residentialserviceprofessionals.com and check it out. And like I said, we started doing YouTube videos, and we did it for a reason. We did it because I thought, if I can teach people in my area how to fix their own plumbing, and they come across something they can't fix, maybe they'll call me. It worked. Guys, we grew. And having a YouTube channel didn't just help me grow, it helped my company grow, because people were going to our website and our domain authority kept going up. So there's a lot of different things about doing YouTube that works. But to be honest, YouTube is fixing to be more important than your website. I think Nick Nimmin made a post the other day. It's something like 1 billion people a day are surfing YouTube now.
Yeah.
Getting on YouTube, watching videos. 1 billion people a day. Guys, become part of what they're watching. That's what I'm doing. I look at my numbers and I know, I'm a percentage of that. You can do the same. And it starts with learning how to do YouTube. And it doesn't take a lot of fancy equipment. It doesn't take a lot of subscribers. It doesn't take a lot of views. It just takes you getting in there and trying. Chances are, if you've got a company, you started it for a reason. Talk to people about that reason. Why did you start your company? Why do you specialize in what you do? I specialized in slab leaks and leak detection. There weren't many companies doing it. I'm like, man, I'm good at this. And then start talking about it. When you learn how to do that, you put yourself in a completely different position. And when other plumbing companies are waiting 8 weeks to get their leak found, like Randy said, in-house leak detection. We can take care of you today. I'd put that on every freaking truck I have. Yeah. Yeah.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
Done.
Because there's going to be people seeing your van drive down the road and be like, ooh.
Ooh, okay.
We need to call them.
I'm waiting.
I've been waiting a week. I don't have to wait anymore. Yeah.
Can y'all do this? Yeah. Get you
Guys,
today.
YouTube can help get you there. If you want to learn more about it, go to justmattroger.com.
That's it. Everybody, we'd like to thank LeakPro for sponsoring today's episode of the Trade Talks, where we build the most precise leak detection system for professional plumbers. And guys, when I say the system, there's 2 different devices I build. I build a probe, which is a T-handle style stainless steel rod on that thing, which is super durable for probing in and out of the ground. This is what we prefer for that meter to the home service, irrigation lines, anything that's just underground. If there's concrete above that, though, you're going to want the sidekick that comes in that complete kit. That sidekick, it's our pistol grip style with an aluminum rod, and that aluminum rod, it eliminates the layer of concrete that you're listening through. That's how you can pinpoint locate the leak underneath. So check out the complete kit at our website, leak.pro. But guys, don't just settle on the equipment. If you don't know how to do leak detection, give me a call. I built a training center here just outside of Dallas, Texas, and I offer a 2-day in-person training. Come out, spend 2 days with me. We'll teach you how to locate the lines, pinpoint locate leaks under a slab, outside of a slab, even how to go to the clean out outside of a home and determine where a sewer system's leaking. Give me a call if this interests you so that we can add leak detection to your list of services. Give me a call at 1-8888-LEAK-PRO, or if you want, you can jump online and book me for a Zoom call at leak.pro. Be happy to discuss the equipment or the training and how we can help you.
You know, and guys, look, specialize in something. Specialize in something that's going to separate you from everybody else. We specialize in leak detection and whole house water systems, whole house water filtration systems, and it works. Matt McDonough says, oh yeah, branch risers are my jam. 12-inch stainless risers. I will become Magilla the Gorilla. Yeah, you're going to get a workout. Mm-hmm. TJ Trouble says, IBEW, working industrial. Loving it so far. Good for you, man.
That's good work.
Adrian Torres says, hey, Roger, I applied for Local 68 down in Houston. Local 68 apprenticeship for plumbing out here in Houston. There you go. Yep. See, I've been there. I know Rick Lord and Jack Lord. And I have my math assessment in November the 6th. Do you have any tips on how I can prep for that test? Yeah, I've got a video, Aiden, over on my channel on Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. It's about stuff like this, but there's a study guide. Actually, I've got it right here in front of me. No, this is the older one, but the 2018 UPC Plumbing Code Study Guide. If you go back towards the back, there are math problems and, drawing and stuff like that. It's a good book. I love this thing. But yeah, that'll teach you a lot of plumbing math. Good luck. And jump back in here and let me know. So if you hadn't hit subscribe here, hit it here. Then go over to Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education and hit it there.
Real quick, fractions.
Yeah, learn how to
Make sure you got
fractions
down.
and decimals. Yep. Be able to flip them back and forth. Matt says, okay, gentlemen, got to go be a hero. Says, try and pop in tomorrow. If I don't, have a great weekend. Go LeakPro and Roger Wakefield Plumbing Education. Love you, bye. Love you, brother. Be good. See you soon.
Have a good one, brother.
Steve Kashke says, hey, guys, I'm 29, have never worked on any trade. I'm thinking about joining my local combination union, UA, for either welding, plumbing, or HVAC. Any recommendations for setting myself up to get accepted as a union apprentice? Yeah, I've got videos that I've done about going through the interview process and things like that where I talk about it. Man, walk in and understand you're there to work for them. How do you learn to be good for them? That's really what they want.
They want to know you're ready to start your career, not just another job.
Yeah.
If you call it a career, it sets a seed in their heads that you're there for a long time and you're ready
And
for
you
it.
want to be a professional.
That's it.
Guys, whatever you do out there today, do it safe and have fun.
Everybody get out there, hit it effing hard. We will see you here tomorrow for a fun Friday. Bye, guys.
Bye, y'all.